Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with the monthly update for our ETF portfolio. And as you can see, we jumped the hurdle of 70k in our ETF portfolio and we are just below 70,600 Swiss francs right now in total value for our ETF portfolio. And that's really great. So the wrap up for August 2025, it's almost all green that you will see. And first off, I will talk about the dividends we received this month. Then what I bought today for our ETF portfolio. What I'm going to buy in September, I'm not sure yet. So I will need to debate on that with my wife a bit. But normally we will be able to buy EMHD with all the dollars that flowed in our ETF portfolio in the past few months. And then next month, normally the VHYL dividend will hit our account together with the XYLF dividend, of course. And then we will for sure hit the 500 marker and we will be able to buy EMHD again. Then I will talk about the value of our ETF portfolio, our predicted future yearly dividends, and the dividends to be received in September, but that's going to be short because, as always, we are going to receive a lot of dividends in September for our ETF portfolio. 5 are going to hit our account, but the information that they give out is always coming late, so I can't give an update on most of them yet. And then the final overview of how the portfolio performed and the wrap up of this video then. So first off, as always, our income ETF, the XYLF, the Global X or X covered call UCITS ETF on the S&P 500. So there we have 200 shares since last month, and it's the first time that they all give us a dividend. So we received 0.11 and a bit US dollar per share, and this gave us $23.07. And converted with this conversion rate, that gave us 18.64. But as you know, we keep these dollars to put towards EMHD, as mentioned earlier. And also GLDV paid us out in US dollars in the past month. So on the 4th of August they went ex-dividend and we received it on the 18th of August. So for the 232 shares that we have from GLDV, we received 0.52.16 dollar cents, and in total that was 121.01 US dollar. And today then, because I transferred 900 Swiss francs to our Swiss quote account, I was able to buy 14 pieces of VHYL with a price of 62.55. This came to 875.70 Swiss francs, and with the additional cost that came down to 884.85 Swiss francs. So well below the 900 marker. And yeah, I wasn't able to buy one share more because otherwise I would go above our monthly limit for investing. And this month, unfortunately, we didn't have enough dividends to buy something else, but next month for sure EMHD. And if you look at our ETF portfolio value right now, you see it's all in the green. Even the dollar went up. So the dollar went up to 0.804, not that big of a deal you think, but for our portfolio, the currency is moving up compared to the Swiss francs is of course really good because it augments our portfolio worth, but also our dividends that we are going to receive. The fictive value, of course, the fictive predicted value, but it's still nice to have a month where our dividend and our portfolio worth is going up a bit above average. So when it's going down, it's a bit annoying, but that's just the way it is. And you see all our ETFs went up in price. So they are all in the green. SDGPX is up I will look at it now, is up from 31.085 to 32.205. GLDV isn't up that much, but they paid out a dividend this month, so that's not that big of a surprise. VHYL is up 2 Swiss francs for the month, so that's really nice. LDG is up almost 1 Swiss franc, so that's also not too bad. FLXD is up from 31.99 to 33.085. XYLF isn't up that much, but yeah, they are here in the portfolio to provide us with dollars inflow, so it's not seen as really a thing that must go up in value. It mustn't go down as much as well. So with the tariffs announcement in April, that was a bad period for XYLF, and a lot of people are talking really bad about XYLF right now. But for me, it's still doing what it needs to be doing, and that is providing us with inflow of US dollars. And then we have EMHD, which is really well performing the last few months. So now it is up from 25.735 to 26.335. So it's up with $0.6, and that's not too shabby as well. So all in the green, and especially VHYL, because we added 14 pieces, they are well in the green, and they are now above the value of GLDV once again. Actually, that's not what I'm aiming for, because GLDV needs to become 25% and VHYL needs to stay at 10%. So they are at 10% right now, but GLDV is at 9.7. So yeah, we need to work on GLDV, and we also need to work on LDG, because there I'm at around 7%, and we need to be at 10% as well, like VHYL. So still a long way to go. And FLXD, there I am where I should be. XYLF is also a little bit short, and EMHD, yeah, that depends on the inflow of the dollars that we get. So there, I don't have it in my hands, although I can steer towards GLDV more now, and then receive more dollars so that I can buy faster and faster EMHD. But yeah, I like Europe, and LGG is really performing quite well. I also noticed that they changed their name, so maybe I need to make another video about that, because now it's with equal weight instead of ESG values. It used to be this name, but now it's with equal weight, so I need to check what was going on there. I didn't receive an update about that in my mails as well, so yeah, I'm a bit disappointed about that, but I will look into that and maybe make it one of my next videos. So our value, the previous time the value was 67,220.24 Swiss francs on the 25th of July. So now we added 14 pieces of VHYL, and the total worth right now is 70,599.72 Swiss francs. So it is up 3,379.48 Swiss francs, which is incredible. A lot of people here in Switzerland don't even earn this much money in 1 month, and that's what our portfolio worth went up. Of course, we added net amount of 875.70 Swiss francs in the worth of 14 pieces of VHYL. So it went up with 2,503.78 Swiss francs net, which is still a plus of 3.72%, which is incredible. You receive momentarily 0%. If you go to the UBS and you ask for a special treatment, maybe you get 1.4%, but then there are snakes under the grass hidden, and I don't like that. So investing it on the stock market brought us 3.72% in 1 month, but it's only fictive because I didn't sell anything. I only keep buying, and and I'm just keep holding everything. So it's all on paper, but still a plus on paper is always nice, better than a loss, of course. And this is our new all-time high. If the euro remained a little bit higher, because it was at 0.94, then we were even closer to 71k. But yeah, it is the way it is, and you know it. I keep repeating it. Time in the market beats time in the market. And we also received two dividends, of course. I already gave them in the beginning of this video. So with the dividends from XYLF, we added 18.64 Swiss francs to our total this month, and GLDV brought us 97.72 Swiss francs. And as I said already, it's only fictive because I'm keeping the dollars in our account, in our Swiss quote account, so that I can buy EMHD with these dollars that we receive. So in total, this month our portfolio worth went up 2,620.14 Swiss francs, or plus 3.90%. I think that's one of our best months so far in the whole history of our ETF portfolio. So that's incredible. And our total dollar amount on the Swiss quote account is now $448.57. So with the dividends coming closer of VHYL and XYLF, we are certainly going to cross the marker of $500 to be able to invest towards EMHD. So we are really happy about that. And the total euro amount on our Swiss quote account didn't change. We didn't receive any euros in our account, so it's still 10.67 euros. Our predicted future dividends then. Look at that, once again, all in the green. Also, the trailing 12 months of our dividends received from GLDV went up, so only slightly, but still. Now it's $1.4433 that you receive annually from GLDV. XYLF went up as well, but you will see in one of the next slides that that's not going to remain the case. Next month it's going to be in the red. And yeah, it's also due to the conversion rate, of course, that we are here in the green. But in total, we moved up to 3,138.10 Swiss francs that we can expect in total dividends to be received next year. So that's really great. And monthly, this comes down to an average of 261.51 Swiss francs. Dividends for September then, look at this. Unfortunately, the dividend from XYLF is going to come down from $0.147261 to $0.115977. So a huge decline. So I'm aware of that, but yeah, 1 month is going to be like the next one. So yeah, next month it's going to be in the red in the previous graph. And then, unfortunately, VHYL, no information yet. FLXD, no information yet. LDG, just the same. And EMHD, just the same. So that's always a pity that they announce it really late. So it's more or less halfway the month that they will go ex-dividend date, and then FLXD, LDG, and EMHD we will receive more or less a week after that, and then VHYL 2 weeks after that. That's always a really close one to the end of the month. In the previous time, VHYL even went over the month and then distributed it on the second one of the month that followed. So that's why I forgot to mention it in that update video. But yeah, I'm looking forward for receiving those 5 dividends and investing in EMHD with the dollars that we received. And this month we invested 884.85 Swiss francs. So that is with costs. So it's all new money. We haven't reinvested any dividends this month. I also deposited 200 Swiss francs today in the U portfolio, and you can see my next video for that. And I can already say it's Shell that I bought for the U portfolio. It was a close one with DHL, but I guess that DHL is going to suffer a bit because they announced that they are going to refuse packages above $100 in value because it has huge tariffs implications at the customs. So yeah, people are not really certain what that's going to do with the results of DHL, so they are steering away from it. And then the numbers weren't that great as well, although I saw them and I think DHL is still performing really good. So I was really doubting, but Shell, there is something else going on there, but more on that in my next video. Our future yield dividend is up 60.35 Swiss francs this month with investing the 884.85 Swiss francs, but also due to the currency changes, of course. The next goal is still 300 Swiss francs per month, so only 38.49 Swiss francs to go. And the past month we are up 3.90%. So this means that we are on an all-time high with our portfolio worth of 70,599.72 Swiss francs. And this means that we have a dividend yield of 4.44%, and the yield on cost is 4.78% right now. But if you don't count the dividends as a cost, but only look at the invested money that we really contributed to our portfolio ourselves, so the dividends looking as extra money that didn't flew into our in our wallet, but in fact it did, then there the yield is 5.59%. But as I always say, this number, it's an exaggeration because later on it's the dividends that flow into our account, we will be using them when we are retired. So it's always a bit strange to say that when you reinvest dividends, that it's not your money, that it is free money. It isn't free money. It flows into your account and then you decide to reinvest it. So it's extra income. So I only focus on 4.44 and 4.78%, but a lot of people like this number as well. So I keep giving it. It's only 3 people that reacted so far. So if you say, hey Joris, don't mention it anymore, just put it in the comments down below. With that being said, thank you for watching to this video. Please hit that subscribe button if you like this kind of content. Hit that like button as well. That helps out my channel enormously. I'm moving up slowly with my subscribers, so I still need a bunch to be able to earn money from my YouTube channel, but that's not my goal. I make this channel for my children so that they can follow the journey later on, hear my voice later and later on when I'm already gone, and that they realize that the money that they are still receiving from the dividend ETFs that I bought and my wife bought so many years ago are still bringing them in dividends so many years later. And with that being said, thank you for watching and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.